Welcome back. Vasco Traffic Police have initiated drive against abandoned vehicles in the port town. There are several vehicles that have been abandoned by the roadside for past several years. Traffic Police towed the vehicles and dumped them in the premises of Murga Municipal Council at Sada on Tuesday. Some vehicle owners have agreed to shift their abandoned vehicles personally. Earlier, Traffic Police had issued notice to the owners to remove the abandoned vehicles.
खूपशो वास्को सिटीन अशो एबंडंट 4-व्हीलर एज वेल एज 2-व्हीलर एबंडंट पार्क केलेले आसले रस्त्याचेर आनी त्या खातीर पार्किंग जनरल पब्लिकांक पार्किंगाक प्रॉब्लम जातालो. सो म्हाज्या प्रेडिसेसरानूय तांकां नोटिसीस धाडून एक एक्सरसाइज केल्लो पूण तरी आसतना त्यो थंयच आसलेल्यो. सो आमी नोटिसी धाडून परत ओनरांक इन्फॉर्म केले ते व्हरा म्हणून आनी तरी आसतना तेंच्यांनी थोड्यांनी व्हरोंक ना. तेंच्यो आयज आमी आमच्या पुलीस क्रेनीच्या हेल्पान आनी म्युनिसिपालिटीन आमकां जागा प्रोवायड केली ती एबंडंट व्हेकल डंप करपाक एट सडा. सो अकॉर्डिंगली आयज आमी 4-व्हीलर एज वेल एज 2-व्हीलर्स सिटीन ज्यो एबंडंट पार्क केल्ल्यो त्यो लिफ्ट केल्या आनी त्यो व्हरून म्युनिसिपालिटीच्या कस्टडीन त्या जागेन डंप केल्लेले आसा.
A reporter from Vasco, Surendra Madkekar.
The monsoon seems to be washing off state sports associations as the clean-up drive continues. 3 table tennis office bearers and 1 basketball office bearer have resigned after Sandeep Heble had initiated an attempt to clean up the 2 associations. His efforts have borne some fruit. Under the banners of Friends of Basketball of Panji and Panji Table Tennis Club, Sandeep highlighted a rule in the Central Civil Service Conduct that stated a government official cannot hold a position in any state sports association for over 4 years or without prior permission from the department.
It is up to anyone to decide whether the cleanup of state sports associations has a direct link to the change in government. Nevertheless, the task had to begin with evicting of office bearers who have held posts for decades on ends. But it came down to a case of who is going to bell the cat. 2 bodies took it upon themselves to carry out the task, and Sandeep Heble is the secretary of both, namely Friends of Basketball of Panji and Panjim Table Tennis Club. There is a crucial but relatively forgotten rule in the Central Civil Service that the 2 bodies decided to bring to fore.
Now, under the CCS rules, that is the Civil Service Conduct rules, a government officer must apply for prior permission from the department, from the state or central government. Now, we will have to examine whether these officers have applied for the necessary permissions.
Notices were served to the erring officers by the 2 bodies on Saturday.
From the basketball, there are 5 to 6. We have sent notices to 3 immediately, and we are trying to locate the addresses of the other 3. Table Tennis Association is also functioning in a very disorganized manner. Even otherwise, they have 2 government servants who will come under the CCS rules. They are there for last more than 15 years. So these government servants will have to resign.
Promptly, 3 office bearers from the Table Tennis Association and fresh reports have come in stating resignation of 1 basketball official. 2 members from the 6 erring basketball office bearers claim to have no connection with the running of the sport in the state. These resignations have handicapped the managing committees of basketball and table tennis, and elections for fresh members are on the cards. This year, the monsoons are not as strong as the past, but it seems to have cleansed the associations as well.
Cricket is one of the 2 most followed sports disciplines in Goa. Naturally, the stakes are high for the office bearers of the GCA. Over the last 6 weeks, the face of the GCA has changed. Advocate Dayanand Narvekar, who ruled the roost in state cricket for over a decade, found himself stumped from his presidential crease. His son and Ranji Trophy cricketer Ganesh Raj Narvekar has been slapped with a lengthy ban that virtually cleans up his career. Not many saw this coming, but then change is the only constant in the cycle of life.
It all began on 12th May when the GCA Managing Committee expelled Advocate Dayanand Narvekar as the president by circulation of resolution. Former Treasurer and Vice President Vinod Phadke took over as the new president, disclosing the reason for Narvekar's expulsion.
All the members felt that whatever is going on is not in favor of association. So we felt that this should stop somewhere.
Narvekar on his part retaliated by claiming he had changed the managing committee before they had expelled him, but the former minister and BCCI official looked clearly rattled.
We have yesterday in my power under section 7C. Under 7C we have changed the president, we have changed secretary and treasurer of Goa Cricket Association.
On 14th May, the new managing committee endorsed their official status even as the entire state sports fraternity was in disbelief at what was happening. People did not know whether what was happening was a game plan of sorts ahead of the elections, which were then tentatively scheduled for May. But during a prize distribution ceremony on 23rd May, when former BCCI President Shashank Manohar spoke of the Federation's policy of backing the committee, things started to get clearer by the day.
You should always look for the best interest of the association and the best interest of the game. Personalities don't make any difference.
When the District and Sessions Court South Goa scrapped the elections as appealed by the GCA, the scenario was loud and clear. It was the new managing committee under Vinod Phadke that had the control of cricket's fate in the state. Narvekar's innings was over. Skeletons began to tumble out, with managing committee members seemingly fearless to bring to light the traits of the past president.
I always told Narvekar, we should remain clear, we should be transparent, and we should set our house in order. But I have told you, and you must be getting the feedbacks, he never liked advice. Advice was like dissent for him.
The new managing committee began repairs of the cricket body, with a major reform coming in the constitution.
एक अमेंडमेंट आसलो जो प्रेसिडेंट आसता एसोसिएशनाचो तो 2 टर्मा वयर कॉन्टेस्ट करूंक जायना. 3 वर्साचे 2 टर्म. खंयच्याय मनशाचे जीसीएन जर 6 वर्सां जाली कंप्लीट तो प्रेसिडेंट म्हणून रावंक शकना.
It was said in hush-hush tones before that Ganesh Raj was guilty of playing under multiple names and birth certificates. The inquiry, however, got to the depth of the matter, and GCA slapped a ban of 6 years on the youngster.
Expulsion of Mr. Ganesh Raj Narvekar from all the activities and participation of GCA for 6 years. These include participation in BCCI tournaments and all tournaments recognized by GCA. He is further banned from attending training camps. The investigation committee has found Mr. Ganesh Raj Narvekar guilty in submitting fake and false birth certificate to participate in BCCI tournament under various names.
Surely, a dramatic series of events bringing out a big change in the GCA, which came shortly after Narvekar had lost elections for Aldona constituency. The closing chapter in this saga will, however, be written on 22nd July, when elections will be held for GCA's 2012-15 committee. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
Don't worry if you have missed this bulletin. Log on to www.prudentmedia.in, or you can also catch latest updates on Twitter by following us at Prudent Goa. Meet us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/prudentmedia. And with this, we come to an end of this news bulletin. Keep watching Prudent Media. Goodbye.